What's up? Oh, Alex is in a club.
I'm at the Blockchain Live conference, Joanne. I wish I would be in a club.
Which conference are you at?
Blockchain Live. It's a Russian conference in Moscow.
You're full on all the conferences now. Always on the move.
You met Mr. International. You'll be taking Eugene's title off him soon.
Thank you for teasing me. I'm speaking at the NFT panel in 1 hour.
Ooh,
So yeah.
That's exciting.
Right, well, I suppose on that note then, if Alex has to be speaking on an NFT panel in an hour, just an hour, we should probably start things rolling now. Roman, I don't know if you just want to, if you can ping out people, we're still waiting on for presentations. I think we've got most of the people who are presenting so far today, so well, we'll make a start, shall we? We are live on YouTube as well. So this week it's weekly meeting 727, #77. Well, we've got so much to get through. It's a little bit ridiculous. I've kind of booked us a little bit too solid this week, so let's make a start. First thing, big news, Gate.io listing. Huge, hey, all the traders are happy out there. So this is a big one. Obviously, it's something we've been waiting on, but there's kind of the tiering with your centralized exchanges. So I believe this is what people would call a top tier exchange. So yay, good news on that front. Other big bit of good news to start things off, we finally had a token distribution after the initial global subgovernance members reshuffle. So this is a very big list. We're going to go through this quickly. We've had tokens distributed for the news and educational websites, the NFT marketplace vested tokens, the Chrome wallet extension vested tokens, Galaxy Online, Lumi, Changely, I don't know how you pronounce that one, sorry guys, but they're all the partnership programs. The majority of the tokens which went out, so there was 4.5 million tokens went out, but of that 2.3 million of them have gone towards the retail staking boost program first stage, so that's quite an exciting one. If you haven't checked that out, take a look at that. We've also had a payment go out to the local zone bot initiative. Yay, Noam, good stuff, buddy. Pokerton, the AEC Awards, which is the new name for the Art Erotic Awards. Pi Capital Union, another partnership proposal accepted there. The ABI Hackathon, and of course Hackanoon for the third stage, which they posted their report and gave a presentation a couple of weeks back. Big breath. There we go. So that's all our token distributions this week. Like I say, we've got a full house today, except the only person who's missing so far is our one and only Meecha.
I'm here, Ben.
Oh, you're Miss.
He's disguised.
Excellent. Well, in which case, Meecha, Mr. TON Labs in disguise. If you want to start us off with tech news, if you have anything, and then obviously I believe we want to give another big push for the Killer Whale podcast.
We will update the mainnet one more time with configuration changes this week. There are some improved security kind of thing we will do. It's a tiny configuration change which will improve the security of the network. And then there is also a software update with more kind of division TVM instruction improvements, which will come next after that immediately, more or less. So that's pretty much, I think, it for technical details. As for 30th of October thing, it's KWC Killer Whale podcast, which will be on 3 o'clock CET on Saturday, and we will run an AMA session tomorrow. I'm not sure about the time. It will be after 9 p.m. sometimes. That will be kind of rehearsal / AMA for the whole thing. So you will see some production, TV production at work and stuff like that. We'll be happy to we will push it in the channels, announcement for that. the thing is that obviously we have engaged a lot of people within the community and outside the community. We got an amazing response to the KWPC and the KWT launch on 30. We get commitments for around 10 million tons already, and that's just a start, I guess. I think this is very important for like the whole DeFi ecosystem of free TON, and obviously brings more TVL, which is I think a very good news. I would like to thank like everyone who has supported this effort, and that extends to Broxus, DeFi Alliance, and other investors, TON holders who have supported that. I personally will commit, of course, whatever tokens I have into that. So we will be all in the same boat on this one. Now there is Flex team is doing incredible job for supporting this whole thing. So thanks to them as well. And there may be also surf push with that because you will be able to stake your depool tons into the KWT token. So you don't need to withdraw your depool stakes, and hopefully you will be able to do that straight from surf where you have these stakes. If you do, if you don't, you just will be able to use the bot for doing that. So there is a synthetic TON that will be issued for your depool, and that synthetic TON will be accepted by the KWT token. So I think well, that's more or less it. If you have any question, we have an incredible team who works on the podcast. You can poke them directly in the private chats, and they will be able to help you with anything. You can also write to me if you have any questions on that. But I'm obviously answering in not in the very but you can send it to Ron, you can to Ben, and you can send it to Anastasia. So that's it from me, I guess. Thank you. See you all on 30th.
Excellent, yeah. So, like Meet says, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I probably wouldn't message him. You might get a slightly short reply at the minute. But yeah, if you've got any questions, message me about this, message Anastasia, or like I say, alternatively, come to the AMA tomorrow night. I'll put out loads of details in the group chats and such tomorrow. So excellent, yeah. KWPC, it's going to be huge. Right, item 2 on our agenda today, moving swiftly on. Alex, I believe, is it? Alex Novikov, are you presenting the Influence SubGov presentation?
Sorry, I'm not connected with the Influence.
Oh, sorry, Sky.
It's me.
Okay.
Sky, yeah, that's me.
Confusing myself with all my shorthand notes is all it is, buddy. Right, well, brilliant. Great to meet you. If you want to take it away.
Yes, so give me please a second. I'll be turning right now on. I would like to share my screen. Do you hear me, by the way?
Yep, all good.
Yeah, coming through loud and clear.
Great. So guys, good day to you all. My name is Yuri, and thanks for your time and for having me here. And I'm delighted to be speaking on behalf from my team. We are the Influencer Sub-Governance, and probably you know us. And I want to consider the topic to the official organization of our sub-governance and launching it. I will do the short review what we've done, what we will plan to do, and I hope you can believe in our goals and plans. So, yes. First of all, we are a multinational, international team. Consists of 11 members from the different regions like Iran, Nepal, Indonesia, from CIS countries like Russia, Ukraine, and Austria as well. And almost all of our participants, all of our members are well-known free TON decentralized society users, and we have we are very different people with a huge experience. We have on board bachelors, masters, PhDs from different scientists. Yep. So as well, we are developers, as also we are traders, crypto enthusiasts, analytics. So that's our experience. And the next, what's our targets like sub-governance? The main goal and main idea of us, and so the targets we've made, it's the general popularization of the free TON blockchain and to expand the brand awareness of it. And we are planning to help to develop the ecosystem, and we plan also to use the social media modern technologies to do this. The creation of a strong international community, and probably we are planning to communicate with it's our idea to communicate and to attract influencers, first of all, companies and businesses to the free TON. And the creation of use cases for and information support for other sub-governance, also it's our main plan idea. And obviously, because we're an international team, we can easily exchange it to the different languages and give the access to previous unused regions in international user support. So we've done, be honest, so right now we do not have the official flag. We do not have a budget, but we are still doing our best. We are, this is our previous work, even without the budget and be official. We're launching the contest anyway. We're doing the user support in the 8 crypto forums. We are creating programs and attracting the developers for different other sub-governance and if it's needed. And we're launching support and advertising campaign and so far, so on. Almost 4,000 active users were attracted by us and 1,500 community members. We have several times increased the activity and attendance with the project resources. And so we organize work to support, organize advertisement and contest and attracting for the such platforms like SG Academy, DevX Hub, and TON Seed platform, and much more. So this is our roadmap for the first stage. And the budget we need to have to earn it. If you see the first stage, and probably their question, there will be a second stage and third stage. It's true. We divided our all the paths for 3 stages. The first stage, we will do it continuously during all stages. The first stage is attracting new influencers and attracting new members to the free TON, the project, to the free TON community. The second stage, there will be after, so we plan after the attraction, we plan surely to have a lot of members who would like to know what we can do with free TON, what it can bring for us. And the main idea of second stage is to bring the materials to learn what we have to show, we have to explain people what we can do with free TON, how we can use their tools, what it is at all, what the difference between free TON from the other blockchains projects, and so on. And for such reason, for such purpose, we already did a free TON introduction course on 2 languages, Russian and English, and this is only beginning. We also plan to extend this library for the whole community, existing community, and also for the future communities. And the third stage. The third stage is the stage when we want to, we call it catch the big fish. Because now on the third stage, we plan to communicate and to attract the projects and businesses. That's the main idea and goal. We want to build a strong partnerships. That's what our plan. For the first stage, what we need. And first of all, the average stage we plan approximately 2 months. So the first stage is and second stage for 2 months is minimum. The first stage for 2 months is till the November. We plan to surely find the jury. So we have to run the jury contest. We plan to run the choice influences contest, COVID vaccination contest, carbon-free contest, and Southeast Asia campaign oriented on Indonesia market. And some technical support also planned. Yeah, so theoretically, this is for first stage, that's all. What I want to say more just a little. That's yeah. For now it's a great time to scream about the project, because the fear level is very low. And I mean, why you need us? Why we get in the budget? How we can increase the numbers? How we can bring the value for you? Now it's a really low level of fearness to the crypto, and people are just interested more and more. And this will be never enough advertisement campaign. It will be never enough such activities to attract new members. So that's what we will do. We will scream, we will involve, we will attract, and hopefully, yeah, this will be beginning of the something big. Thank you very much, and thank you for your attention.
Excellent. Thank you for the presentation, buddy. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Influence SubGov, it's if you can just take your screen down when you get a second as well, please, buddy.
Sure.
Yeah, it's been going for a while. There've been issues there in the past, and looking to move on is always a positive thing, I think. We've got a question from Alex straight off the bat. So,
Yes, thank you. Could you clarify, please, what do you mean by COVID vaccination contest and carbon-free contest and technical support? What is it? Thank you.
Technical support. Okay, so I will start the COVID contest. The idea from our sub-governance and to run the contest, right? And the contest of the COVID vaccination is something what is really hot and warm nowadays. And we want to stimulate people to do the vaccination. But how this combined to the free TON? This combined from this way, that's the influencers with their members will find in the way how they can show people the importance of the COVID vaccination. And this stimulation will be supported and will be sponsored by free TON. And how we will choose who will be the winner of this contest is the first thing, how they will advertise about the free TON, and surely how many members will be attracted to this. Thank you. About the carbon, that was the second question. This is another contest where we would like to tell the influencers, so the bloggers, artists, and someone who is the influencers, obviously, for their communities to spread and show every day how they are working to reducing the carbon footprint. So, for example, instead of going to to work with car, they're taking the bike, for example. And also, additionally, they have to provide some advertisement about the free TON, surely. And this will be one of the points for jury to select this influencer like a winner for our contest. And we plan it like for a month to do such everyday posting and explaining how the people doing their best to reduce the carbon footprint. But surely this could be fun, interesting, and the people would speak about it.
Why do you want to decrease using carbon?
No, minimum.
What is it?
No, this is CO2. This is CO2 footprint.
are there any further details people can see on the forum regarding the individual kind of stages you have planned?
I mean, the CO2 is the emission of CO2 is a little bit also nowadays a critical story. So probably the reducing CO2 will be and turn into the green ideas of the life.
No, actually, CO2 is much less than before. When human nature was growing, the CO2 was much better. So now it's not.
I'm not sure this is the place for a debate on global warming, to be honest, fellas. But I do understand. Obviously, it's a topic. So yeah, I think possibly on that note, it would be a good idea to expand upon the individual topics you put there in the forum, possibly with individual documents, so people can really see what the plan is. Because, like you say, those topics are
technical
quite
support was
that you have.
Okay, the technical support. Where did you saw it? I mean, let's let's have a look
In your
the
presentation, after all contest, it was the last line, the technical support 4.5K.
Yes, technical support. Yeah, I got it. Wait a second. Yeah, the technical support was like 4,500 tons. Let's be honest, this is the managing and some expenses what is planned for preparing the how it's called, preparing the, for example, the TON spent for preparing the videos and some technical issues which can be done into the during the contest. I'm not sure what exactly will be here, but we will describe. This is like a something percent of the stuff which is planned to manage during the all contest, all 2 months. And I think the 4,500 tons is not the big amount.
Actually, I think it would be better if you could add this part to every contest. Then
additionally, you mean divide it into like support stuff, support amount?
Yeah, because the goal of the sub-governance is to hold contests. So
yes,
it doesn't mean that you need some technical support or some regular payments. Everything should be connected to contest, because contest is the main goal for sub-governance, as I understand it.
I think the take home here is possibly it might be better to break those figures down a little bit more as well, just generally. But moving on, because we are short of time today, as we say. Alex Filatov, you've got a question? Alexander, sorry.
Yeah, I have two short questions. One is, what's the percentage of non-Russian speaking members in the initial group that is currently trying to revamp the influencer sub-governance? And the second one, kind of related, is what influencer of global significance has been engaged so far? Global significant, let me stress. Yeah.
Okay, Alexander, can I start from the second question, okay, and continue with the first one? So far, we attracted already, and we are going to attract for example, such influencers like tribnews.com. This is like the biggest Indonesian news portal. We have the possibility to post their articles about the free TON, for example. This is one of the biggest in the Southwest Asia news portal. Nowadays, we are already going and discussing the possibility to spread information about free TON on such YouTube channels like CoinPost, Cryptus. They have a different languages there, German, English one, and for example, we are moderators also. We are the members of the sub-government's influencer sub-gov. We are the moderators of some different forums, not Russian-speaking different forums, where we can also spread information about the free TONs. And this is just a this is just the beginning. We will further and further searching for new influencers, bloggers, and the people who would love to work with us.
No, just my personal opinion, but it does seem like maybe there's a little bit of overlap and mixing and crossover between social media marketing and influencer marketing, which maybe there could be, could be a little bit more crosstalk between these sub-governances. It'd be great to see some of those names in that list come over, join in the social media activities as a starting point, really insert yourselves there. So it's a little more, your presence is a little more visible. Very quickly, Michael, you've got a question?
Yeah, there was a number announced that 4,000 users have been attracted to free TON, but I'm not really seeing them in any chats, nor the Russian one, nor the English one. So how did you track that they were attracted in such numbers, and where can we see them? Thank you.
Where can we? Okay. So these numbers, to be honest, those numbers were already reduced. We were already around them. To be honest, this is the numbers we are find out under our posts we made in the forums. We've done also on the free TON forum, and also this is the numbers for the contest we are, for example, posting on different channels as well. For example, I'm personally have a crypto channel with the with the members of really who is into the crypto, because this is the target audience of the channel, with more than 7,000 people. And I would love, and I really love the contest, which from the free TON, and how and the idea to help and grow the community, to help and grow the project using the contest. And I'm lovely posting it on my channel, and there is like minimum 3,000-4,000 views of every post I made.
Thank you.
No, okay. There is a number of views. It's okay, but how do we see the fraction? Like, you know, you view the post, and again, then you should be going somewhere. You might be using some UTMs in your links to see that people are moving somewhere. Maybe, you know, they're registering on a forum, and still we are not seeing them. Let's say they're not 4,000. Let's say it's 1,000. It would be still pretty good, but I don't really understand the traction here.
I think, again, this is possibly part of a bigger subject in terms of tracking user conversion is a mystic art in itself, I think, possibly. But again, maybe this goes back into the idea that some of those numbers you've mentioned in your proposal there, Alex, need expanding and elaborating on, as in, you know, specifically what you mean. So
yes, easily.
That'd be a good first start, I think.
Every numbers.
Yeah, agreed.
Thank you.
Agreed.
Okay, and final question on this topic very quickly. Alex, if you could lower your hand if you've finished your question, my friend. Joe, you've got a question?
He has, Ben, sorry, Alex dropped a question in the comments in the chat. Of the Zoom
percentage of non-Russians. I already asked that question. Didn't hear an answer to that.
Yeah, sorry. It was probably the first answer. Percentage of non-Russians and the new influencers in this group can answer here. Yes, I can say even the exact numbers of non-Russian. I'm not sure if I can count me like non-Russian because I'm living in Austria, but I'm originally from Ukraine. If you say non-Russian, you mean really Russian? So if I'm from Ukraine, I'm non-Russian.
Non-Russian speakers. No, sorry, non-Russian speakers. Yeah, that's a good point. Non-Russian speakers. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, then I'll tell you who is non-Russian speaker at a slow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 persons. 6 persons.
Okay.
It's a Hiut Hirov, Benjamin Pan, Ayatov Slav, Rizki Kasmaya, Erat Morat, Mehdim Akbari.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Joe, your question.
Yep. I think it's less of a question, but more of a concern. It's regarding that vaccination contest. It's a topic that I'm not sure we should really touch. It's like taking sides in politics and religion. And I get that it's a popular topic on, you know, news and forums and things like that, but I don't think we should really touch such controversial topics.
Yeah,
so
I can see that.
Stay away from that.
Yeah, I can see that being a comment you're going to face a lot of there, buddy. So I think if that's something you've got your heart set on, you're really going to have to justify that one to the crowd. But yeah, thank you very much, Joe. Moving on then, and thank you very much for your presentation, Alex, of course. Next up, we are going to briefly speak about the analytics sub-governance have taken a look at the results and the happenings with the soundtrack contest recently. Roman, are you going to say a few words on that?
Yeah. Hi all.
Can we see your pretty face, possibly? Have you got are you naked? Are you in the bath? Is that what it is?
Remote work. Yeah. So I just would like to add a few words regarding the soundtrack contest. In general, we marked there are a few, I can say, the weakness in this contest from analytic and support. We actually posted our review on the forum. Let me just find it. One moment. Yeah, so many comments there, quite a lot. Yeah. So many comments. Yeah, I found it. So regarding the review by analytic and support sub-governance, we made the report on the forum. The main problems that we found on the forum, that the first point, that the jury reward was quite small, and many jury members, they didn't involve in the jury process because the reward was quite small, and they decided to not spend their time for the 70, if I'm not mistaken, 70 submissions around there, and it's quite big. Another point, that there was quite low contest motivation, as I understood from the participants, that most of them seen another, I can say, motivation budget that was posted on the forum. But on the voting, there was accepted the different proposal, this lower budget, and they expected to see more tokens in this contest. Another point, that that no jury members, no participants, they did nothing they did not make any additional proposal to increase maybe reward or change contest rules or something like that before it starts. No one, no jury, no participants, nobody cares about that. That's a main problem. And another, I can say the main problem in this contest, that this contest was run by main governance. That was a very big mistake, because there should be different types of contests that community should know. And this contest, the soundtrack contest, should be running by some sub-governances as well, not main governance. And we made the suggestions from the analytic and support sub-governances that the future contests as a soundtrack contest should be addressed to some sub-governances, SMM, Globcom, any of them. And we suggested to first way to relaunch the voting as a fact, add here maybe audit group for the additional verification of submissions, or another way, just leave as it is, just congratulate participants, present awards, make a conclusion that what we did, and just follow the future that address such contests in the sub-governance. That's all what we can suggest.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you, Roman. Obviously, very sensible suggestions there. And I mean, that's kind of what we have the analytics sub-gov there for, to spell out the clear path when we have these moments. Obviously, everything we do is a bit of an experiment here. So it is about adjusting levels, finding things which work, finding things which don't work. I'm not going to open the floor up for questions on this one right now, because like I say, time is... Sorry, Roman?
I just wanted to add that I want to suggest in the future for the analytics sub-gov, I think that it should make some kind of reports on such cases, and community should see that not nobody cares, everyone cares about it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it is a big thing, and I mean, I've had my 2 cents on the forums. You know, these kind of entry-level contests we have are designed to attract new people to what we're doing here, to show them the power of free ton. You know, we have to be a welcoming community at the end of the day, otherwise people won't feel welcome. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that one. I think it's best maybe to say, if you have opinions or questions on this one, head over to the forum, because the conversation is ongoing. And yeah, obviously, if we can try and come to some sort of reasonable conclusion over the next few days about that, and you know, hopefully we can move on and salvage and make the best, because there were some awesome songs in there, not even including my little amateur entry. Right, so next up on the list, Vlad. Vlad, can you hear me from your moon station there?
Yeah, I'm here. Don't you see me? I'm orbiting right
Joining
there.
us from the ISS.
Yeah.
Right. Well, on some much happier and progressive news. Yeah, it's been a big week for Broxus, hasn't it?
Yes, it is, and not only for Broxus, but also for the free TON as a whole, because Bridge is something that is a door actually to free TON for big investors, and they are waiting for this release for quite a long time already. So, but we didn't rush. So before we tested everything thoroughly using Neil Foundation and Xbytes Force to help with the security audit of the bridge. Finally, I can say that this Thursday, so we will be we'll be moving the liquidity from the first version of the bridge to the second one. And after this process is finished, we will start adding the first independent relayers to the bridge. That means that we are moving towards full decentralization of the bridge. And as far as we can see, so the market already has just greeted this news by just growing the price of the bridge token, so by almost 25%. So right now it's something like almost $10 per one token, which is fascinating, because even we didn't imagine that the price and the capitalization of the project can grow so fast. But speaking about what's inside this new release, so actually we are moving to the fully functional DAO that will be used to take decisions on the bridge, meaning that it will be done in a fully automated way. So and no more some manual updates of contracts or whatever. So everything will be done through the proposals, and these proposals will be, in fact, a smart contract that will be introducing some changes to the bridge logics, like adding support of new tokens, like for example, adding some new networks, changing configurations, and so on and so forth. Additional thing is that we integrated into the bridge the vaults from Yearn Finance, and this is a well-tested by the market tool for managing different investment strategies, and now we are fully compatible with Yearn strategies, and meaning that all protocols supported by Yearn will be also supported in the bridge, and that's also fascinating news for professional investors. And moreover, so as you may heard, so we started to roll out the bridge to new networks. So we actually added support for Binance, Polygon, Phantom, yeah, and Ethereum, of course. So meaning that you will be able to do the transfer from one chain to another of popular tokens that are currently supported in the bridge. There are some peculiarities, of course. Just how do you trust, for example, Tether in Ethereum or Tether in Binance? Do you consider them similar or whatever? But we are thinking about such problems as well. So, and maybe we will propose some solutions in the nearest future. Speaking about the interface, so some of you may have already tested the DAI transfer, DAI token transfer between networks, and this is just the beginning. So besides just pure transfer functionality, so we are adding now additional interfaces to stake your bridge tokens and participate in the dividends distribution, to create proposals, vote for them, and to manage your relayers node. So all of this takes some time, and we are just doing some changes on a daily basis, and hopefully we will be rolling out additional interfaces soon. But still, you can test the second version at the v2.tonbridge.io, and on Thursday, starting from Thursday, as soon as we have migrated all of the liquidity, so we will be switching it to the main interface. Yeah, so that's actually pretty it about the bridge. So now it is a bit more useful, a bit more convenient, and definitely more trustworthy in the eyes of professional investors.
Amazing work. Genuinely blown away by the productivity you guys have had over there recently. So yeah, a big round of applause from me. Just very quickly, any questions on that? Or I mean, no, that was all very clear. It's yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, I just want to add also to say on a different topic. Mm-hmm. So I just want to say really a big thanks to all the community who just expressed a tremendous support for the DeFi Alliance proposal that was published recently, and today we also uploaded the revised version, so based on most of your comments and discussions with key stakeholders of TON. So now we believe that this is the final version, and it is very well balanced and takes into consideration most of the criticism in terms of TON, not only by its community members, but also from outsiders, from big funds and professional investors who are looking at our project with interest. So we are aiming to make it more attractive for them. And hopefully tomorrow we will be submitting it for voting. And yeah, just keeping our fingers crossed.
Excellent. Well, I think we should definitely touch on that subject a bit more in depth next week, if that's okay with yourselves. But yeah, again, excellent work. And yeah, like I say, brilliant stuff. Moving on swiftly, I don't see any hands raised on the call.
Yes, obviously. I do have hand raised. Where is the updated proposal published?
It's right in the same post in the comments. So I just posted it as a new version. Yeah.
Obviously encourage everyone to go take a look at that, because that's a really important one. That it's a big idea, essentially. Right, so next up, Alex Darkwing, you've got a DeSocial Heroes presentation for us.
Yes, just a second, I will share it now. Can you see this? Can you see presentation?
Oh, that's pretty, that is. I like that. Yeah.
So let's start. I will try to do it very briefly as always. So as maybe somebody know, we have something like social contest because in last month or some months we decide to change the direction of SMM and try to make more support for our social networks. Some of them were supported previously, like strong support previously, like Instagram, like Twitter, Instagram, Medium a bit, and now and in last month we started a contest. So the first social network is Twitter, thanks to Ben and Nima.
Nima, I did nothing.
Okay, in last month there is about 1,000 followers plus minus, and about 100 plus 100 posts. So I think it's good. By the way, thanks Nima again for his wonderful images. As you can see, some examples of designs which were published in the Twitter. It's great, I think. So next, Instagram. So Instagram by me and Katya. So as you can see, first we created special highlights for Instagram. Like I hope you know what is highlights. It's some collections of stories and videos which were published previously. For example, we have number posts for contest, for announcement, for first anniversary, and so on. And so we created highlights and collect some stories there. By the way, I will publish this presentation later on the forum, and you can click and go. It's working. Next, so it was about 53 different stories, and by the way, great thanks to Katya for her design in Instagram. As you can see, we have a lot of different stories. By the way, don't be shy, go to Instagram and see them now. So the next, sorry. Yes, yes, I'll post. So yes, Facebook. By the way, big thanks to Facebook Heroes, because now it's working. But I mean, more posts, more people. As you can see, it's 100% raise. As you can see in the statistics, they have about 100 posts and maybe 150 followers. Maybe not very big, but it's organic. And by the way, what is more important, and I think is it's very great that they test this idea. They launched a contest for a posting contest for developers with price pool 1,150 ton crystals. I think it's very great initiative to make such mini games for social network. Next, yes, as you can see, there is a lot of Facebook posts in just a copy from reports. Nice post. So LinkedIn, plus 200 new users. By the way, among which there is a Dave Pulis, is CEO of the weeks. As you can see on the statistics, it was the previous month and what is now. We are glad that finally LinkedIn has more support than previously. By the way, they make 2 improvements. They added 2 products to the main page of the company. And 1 video also has been added. And they said that they plan to fill this section with other useful videos from TON. Medium, plus 120 posts. And as you can see, not a bad statistic. And by the way, they have already launched the contest with some vouchers, and people need to read the articles, find these vouchers, and get their reward. I think it's nice, and it's one of the way to attract more users in such games, and it's much better than something like airdrops, because people need to go read and so on. There you can see the statistics of Reddit, by the way. About 630 users last month, and about 4,000 page views this month. As you can see, number of new Reddit is increasing. By the way, I want to mention last but not the least about YouTube and about time codes, because I think it's very routine and big work. As you can see, in previous months and in these months, there were made number of time codes for other videos. So our future plans is, yes, attract more users. I think it's very simple and understandable. Creating other games for likes and followers to attract more users. Improve reports based on best from first stage. What I mean, we have some reports. We have reports. We have all reports from our social heroes, and now we can collect them and try to create the best draft with all analytics and so on to make it more understandable. And by the way, now we launch a very secret promo, Web3 concept you can see on the forum. So we will see what we'll have. Now we cannot say something in additional, but if everything will be good, it will be very great promo for TON project.
Excellent. Thank you.
And very briefly, there you can see
very briefly
the links to report. Special thanks to our participants, and subscribe to our social networks. That's all.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Alex. A very thorough report. And as you can see, everything moving in the right direction since that contest had launched. So excellent. Yes. Michael, I can see you've got your hand up. I'm going to come to questions at the end because, like I say, we're coming toward the end. And I know Alex has a... if you can just take your screen down when you get a second as well, please, Alex. Thank you. But yes, Alexander Filatov, you've got to be on stage shortly. So Zachary, we'll come to you at the end, well, in a couple of minutes after this for something a little bit fun. Everyone, hey, there's something a little bit fun from Zachary, so hold horses, Zach. But first up, Alex, if you want to start off the big topic, really, the conversation, and then I think you may have to leave us shortly.
I'll try to be short, actually, guys, because it's not. It's obviously it's still a process, right? So first of all, a comment on the process. I mean, I think the last thing community members remember is that the marketing team, which is kind of working on evaluating the shortlist and all the community ideas around rebranding, has kind of fell in love with the Nucleus brand, and it's got a very positive vote in the community. However, as we digged into the trademark checks, apparently Nucleus is pretty much taken, unfortunately, and we checked some other names in the shortlist, and they were also taken, some of them, like finality.org, for example, and some of the other ones. So we decided to change the process a little bit, and that's why there is a little bit of a pause, that every time something from the shortlist, and thanks to all the community members who contribute to the shortlist permanently, you know, I keep getting new ideas every day in the chats personally as well, and pass them over to the team. They are first checked for the trademark support, as well as kind of, you know, competitive landscape and search engine optimization situation before they go into any vote. So that we don't have a situation in the future where we all get excited with, I know, another Nucleus network or something, but then, you know, and then we just cannot go with it because we would not be able to protect the trademark. There are big folks owning the trademark. So that's the first point, that we change the process a little bit, and whatever would come to the vote would pass some scrutiny on kind of overall strategic rationale, on SEO, and on the trademark check. So we should not expect anything today for that reason, because a lot of brands are not passing, particularly the trademark check. In terms of kind of overall strategic thinking, I mean, everybody has been playing either with positioning around some sort of unique governance that we have, or freedom, or performance, be it speed or scalability. I think there is now a consensus that we shouldn't focus so much on the speed, because that's pretty much taken by Solana to a large extent, and Avalanche is trying to get in there, and it's not an easy, you know, positioning to capture. While scalability and performance is something which is not really crowded, nobody has claimed that yet, and we have actually more chances to claim that because we are more about throughput and performance and speed, actually throughput and scalability than speed. So there has been a few good names from my personal standpoint flying, like, you know, Hyperscale, Everscale, Scaled as a done deal, etc. And they're going through the trademark scrutiny right now, which is not done yet. It actually takes a few days if done properly. So basically the bottom line is we should keep the ideas floating into the shortlist, although at some point, of course, we would have to stop. The minute we think there are a couple of options that pass those thresholds that I've mentioned before, we'll send them over for the community voting again. So that's a short update. Unfortunately, no clear favorite. For example, Nucleus and Finality failed as a result of the trademark check.
Thank you very much, buddy. Like I say, I know everyone has their favourites by this stage. You know I have my favourites personally. Lots of talk and lots of debate on this one. What I'm hearing, and I'm going to put words in Alex's mouth, is next Tuesday we're going to have a conclusion. I think I'm going to send you psychic waves, and I think hopefully, maybe, possibly, touch wood, this time next week.
I don't think I could survive another weekend not knowing. It has to be before it. I'm gonna lose it.
There we go, Alex. Yeah, the challenge has been set. But yeah, I mean, obviously, every single name that's been sent in has been considered and scrutinised. I know Joe's been sat up talking till bloody 1, 2 in the morning with Alex, bouncing back and forth over, how to twist this val round to, marketing. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. Okay, right. So just finally, a little bit of a fun thing to wrap us up, and then we'll do all the questions, and we'll come to a couple of the lovely questions from you YouTube people. I do see all the noise in there at the minute. Please calm down, guys. But first, before we get to that, Zach, this is a lot of fun, this, and it's just a bit of a teaser. I think we're going to have a proper presentation of this next week, aren't we? Ooh.
Okay, so can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. So can you see the screen now?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to demonstrate to you. I try to do this as quick as possible because Ben only gave me 5 minutes, right? So this is about the first formal contract we're doing, and it's currently at the testnet. So first of all, we're going to have a quick revisit of what is TonLoot. So the TonLoot is the first play-to-earn metaverse game. I'm 100% built on free TON network. And we're going to have lots of player rewards and championship rewards coming ahead. And the game can be played both on Web3, which means the web page with the Chrome with extension Broxus wallet. And you can also play on DBoss, so for any DBoss browser. And the code designers and devs, they're from game studio, from game companies. And most importantly, so the game will be open source. So basically we will release the source code and anyone can build on top. So they can build their own expansion, etc. And here's a quick roadmap of the TonLoot. So the first contract we're going to deploy on testnet today is the called Hero. So basically you can recruit Hero and doing the roaming task and doing level up task. And the second one will be attribute, which will modify the hero's attributes. And you have the TonGo, which is an in-game token. So basically when you earn the token, you can do the staking and swapping of tons or any other tokens. And then we have the dungeon, the first version of the dungeon. So basically you can do the quick adventure and collecting crafting materials. And you have a death match, will be the first game coming up, and lootbacks and Dragon Slayer. So I want to do this in detail. So we're doing this in the future. And so the first one is called Hero, which is already deployed on testnet. And so each hero is an NFT. Basically, we comply with the true NFT standard. And you can recruit your heroes and can choose their race and gender and class, such as barbarians or rogues, etc. And you can complete the daily roam task and to gain to earn the XPs in order to do the level up. and the main purpose is to get prepared for the upcoming challenge and quest. And also the special thanks to Ben again. So thank you for polishing all the words and text. So here's a quick demo with a 1.5 minute demonstration. So here you go to the Web3 webpage, you can do the recruiting, you select this race, gender, and the class. Then you can pay a little bit of money. Here, but this is only testnet again, so you don't pay anything. And now you can check the attributes of the hero, such as strength and intelligence and wisdom. And after this, then you can do the rating. The rating will give you the XP. After you have enough XP, then you can go to level up. Level up your hero, you will get extra point of attribute scores. So basically, you can do the same thing in the browser.
Zachary, we can't hear you because of the music.
Okay, yeah. I try to make it low then.
It's fine. You may just have to repeat what you were saying. The video was very exciting on its own, though. So do you want to repeat what you said there?
Okay. So, sorry. I do the next slide. So basically, we will post the video on the forum, so on the free TON forum, And also, so the last bit of the video, it shows that basically the hero is transferable. So you can transfer the ownership of the hero to another one. So basically is a true NFT standard. Right? And then we have the testnet bounty now. So we prepared to 20K, 20,000 TON as a rewards. So anyone can join. And basically people just doing the testing and do suggestions and doing the bug reports. And if people can find the bugs and the report to us, then we'll give the bounty. And also we're welcoming other developers who can create the extension or expansion tools or utility tools, such as like a hero ranks. And also if any of the artists is interesting, they can create the hero avatars. So we're prepared the rewards for these. And again, as I mentioned, so the source code will be released pretty soon. And so we're welcoming all the developers to do the code reviews and etc. Okay, so basically you can visit the hero.tonloot.com. So for the quick play.
Yeah. Super cool. I'd love to get this information, like pitch deck, token economics and stuff. Would probably be happy to participate in the investment round for us. I'm sure that there are some friendly organizations that will also participate if we enter.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic presentation, buddy. And I'm personally, I love text adventure things. I've been such a text adventure game geek since I was that big. So I can't wait for this one. And yeah, I mean, thanks to you for letting me get involved, buddy. It's a great project. Right, so in terms of questions, let's quickly go through these ones on YouTube. I can see the same question repeating a bunch of times. Dune Network, obviously, you guys know I've stepped away personally. You know, it's been one of those things. It's been a long time ongoing. There's an old saying about 2 ears, 1 mouth. All of the questions you guys are asking have been answered, you know, kind of in stereo a few times. There have been several factors. Like I say, I've stepped away from the Dune group myself. However, I do know that things are moving. The next batch of 1 million tokens will be moving to the contract address very, very soon, and things will be getting going there. All I can say is all this shouting, all this kind of aggression from that very, very small select group of people isn't really helping things. You know, let's have a bit of professionalism, as I believe someone else said a while back. Like I say, I can understand the frustration. The team haven't all swapped their tokens. Personally, I've swapped half of mine and will wait till everyone else has swapped theirs till the end. So, yeah. Anyway, like I say, it's good news. It is moving forward. Right, we had a couple of questions in the Telegram group as well, first of which has already been answered. When can we have a date and final name for the project? This has gone on for a while. I'm pushing Alex. Next Tuesday, Alex. He's gonna. That'll be the big announcement. So this next coming weekly meetup, I'm confident he'll all be sorted. And like I say, we've had 1,000,001 shortlisted suggestions. All the due diligence is being done. You know, that shortlist is whittling down. And the second question was, why has the Wiki sub-governance proposal been accepted? Well, sure. Oh, sorry. Why is there a Wiki sub-governance proposal? Sorry, not, well, is there one that's been accepted? Why is there a proposal? Kind of answers itself. It's a decentralized community. Anyone can kind of put forward proposals. If it has enough support on the forum, it will go through to the voting. Whether or not it gets accepted or rejected is the next stage. So, yeah, that's kind of how it works, guys. There are lots of them that go through. Some fail, some go through. Right, I believe that's pretty much everything for our presentations, and I cannot see any questions off to the side in the chat box on Zoom. Has anyone on Zoom got any more questions for any of our presentees before people start to run? Going once? Going twice? No? Ah, well, you all did awesome with your presentations then, obviously. If no one's got any questions, we're rocking it. And so let's skim through. Like I say, obviously, I've answered all the June questions here, guys. Is he speaking? Oh, there we go. Everyone will be able to get KW tokens, and we need to put tons on, need to put liquidity into the ton/KWT pool. Right, so essentially there will be an airdrop, which will be happening on the day. And also, when you join the liquidity pool with your tons, it will be that's how you get your KWT. There's no buying or selling of KWT. Essentially, it is a liquidity farming event, is the words. Like I say, if this sounds a little bit complicated, come to the AMA tomorrow. It'll be fun. We'll be rehearsing. I'll be making lots of mistakes and trying to make Meet you laugh just for fun, really, because that's what I do. And yeah, it's going to be big. Like I say, airdrops and huge liquidity farming event. Alex, you've got your hand up, buddy. Final question.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, Mitya told us that it will be some changes on 30th of October. What exactly they are going to change? This is my question. Thank you.
I didn't tell you about 30th October. 30th October is the event of the KWPC, and the network update is something else. Not on 30th October. It's happening more or less. It will happen more or less now. And as I said, I will write or tell next call what the updates was. Because it involves security, before we make the change, I don't want to discuss that, basically.
There you go, excellent. And I think take a message at 30th of October, the whale drop event.
It's not a significant thing, and we tested it on DevNet, so you can go there and see on DevNet what the update was, if you want. It's not a huge secret, but just don't want to kind of emphasize that currently.
Excellent. There you go. Right, I don't see any other hands raised on YouTube. Obviously, we've gone 10 minutes over, but I don't think that's bad considering how much we've managed to jam in this week. I'm going to do the 3, 2, 1 thing. Like I say, I can't see any more questions on YouTube. We've cleared all the questions from the Zoom chat box. If everyone's happy, 3, 2, 1. And I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll definitely see you on the 30th, everyone. 30th, 15 CET, 1500 CET. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.